Hello, this is Kat, and you are in my live chat. You are watching a recording of this if you're coming in from the very, very beginning, and I hope you enjoy it. We'll talk about various subjects depending on what my friends want to talk about. So that's what we're doing for the next 25 minutes. Hope you enjoy, have a wonderful day, and always remember you can subscribe and be part of our groups. Thanks so much. Okay, so who is here already? It's brand new. Oop, Megan, you're first. Hi, Megan. Weren't you first this morning too? You're like Johnny on the spot. Connie Miller is here. Hi, Connie. Tracy Allen. Hello again. Amy West is here. Margaret Rose. Lisa Iao. Jennifer McPee. Sarah L. B is here. Gaynor is here. Oh boy. What do we want to talk about today? Anybody know? Having a Diet Pepsi, that's a rare thing for me. Have a little Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi. Okay, let's see. Margaret Petty. Hello, Margaret. Diane Rodriguez. Hello, Diane. Tracy Vesquez, catching my first live stream. Been a long time stalker. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Oops, hold on. I'm gonna fix my phone and get my face out of the screen. Ah, that's better. Okay. So welcome, Tracy. So glad you're here. Candace is here. Hi, Candace Vandal. Nilla is here, and Danielle Thomas. Hello, girl. Sherry Cook. It's been a couple of days, Sherry. So happy to have you back. Who else is here? And what do we want to talk about? Gail Buster. Hi, Gail. Nicole Ernst Boris. Good afternoon. Happy Friday. Mr. B. TGIF. TGIF. What are you doing for your date night tonight? We could talk about that. I think somebody did give me an idea, but I can't remember what it was, and I told that person to remember. Hope they're on here today. Hope they'll remind me. Anybody remember what that person said? Can we talk about husbands? Can we talk? Yes, we can talk. Mine thinks I'm crazy for following the system. He will not take care of his things. We'll talk about that, Megan. Hi, Nikki. B says, advice for the following: how to deal with rotating days off. Okay, we'll talk about that too. I should probably get a pen and papier. We're going to talk about husbands taking this seriously and how to deal with rotating days off. Okay, and let's see. Connie says she's decluttered her house, but her priorities have changed, so decluttering more. Good. Was it meals? I thought you wrote it down. No, I wrote something down, but I can't read it. I wrote it in red on pink, so that's not good. I think it says Polly menu something at home with Allison. Oh, Allison talked about menu planning at home. That was Allison. And Polly talked about something of declutter. I can't read my writing. Can you see what that says on the top? I have no idea what this word is. I can't read it. Teresa, hey Teresa. So something about decluttering and menus, but we'll put this down. Decluttering and menus. Okay, I think that's plenty to talk about, don't you? That's like a lot for me. That's like 4 videos. Okay, 4 Patreon videos. All right. Thanks, Candace, you're funny. Leftovers, we didn't talk about leftovers. Danielle said, I had asked what to give a husband for next day lunch if you eat out the night before. Oh, you don't have any leftovers for eating out the day before. Okay, we'll talk about leftovers. Okay, well, I have good answers for that too. Girl, I can give you an answer for all things. It might not be the answer you want. Jennifer says, I have a lot to do in my house with divorce and helping my grandma moving into a care home and emptying the house. Do I break it into steps to get it all done? Yes, that's exactly what you do. You break it into steps or break it into zones. Have a plan. Write it down. This is something you will need a spiral notebook for. You wouldn't be writing this in your planner because it's going to be big. So you need to make some pages in here. Look what my girls gave me this. Isn't that sweet? I just realized they had a note in it. It says, Mom, we love you so much. Have a happy birthday. And then a bunch of hearts and X's. Love, Karen and Robin. I had no idea they put that in there. I haven't used it yet. That's what one of the many gifts they gave me for my birthday, along with this pink pad and lots of, it was a pink theme. They're so sweet. All right, let's see. Hi, Patricia. So Jennifer, that's what you're going to need to do. Okay, so that's the answer for that. Now, I'm not going to take any more questions. We're going to have discussion, okay? Tracy wants to know more about mentoring. Send me a message to A Better Life with Kat, all together, A Better Life with Kat, K-A-T, at gmail.com. Tracy, send me that, and I will get you set up, okay? I had replied back to you in an older video, but wasn't sure. I think, Tracy, I did reply to you today on that. Look and see. I think I did, but I may be wrong. And if I am, send me a message. Somebody sent me a message through Patreon, or actually they sent me a note on YouTube. Okay, let's see. Kathy Jones, hello Kathy. Gani is here. Hey Gani, Sonia Pruitt is here. Good afternoon. I love your live chats. Yay, I love them too. Okay, first things first, we're gonna break this into 4 things. We're gonna go to the thing that's the most, to me, the highest priority. I'm going to say, I'm going to give 5 minutes to each one of these things. I'm just going to take them in order. Husband, seriously. Husband taking you seriously. So let me set the timer for 5 minutes because I love this little timer. Guys, you got to have one of these. This is great. Okay. Got it from Amazon, $9.99. Husbands taking you seriously. Here's the deal. Husbands sometimes don't take you seriously. Mine does, but maybe he didn't in the beginning. I don't remember. It's been a long time. But the truth is, you don't need to talk about it. Just do it. Don't talk about it. If you talk about it, they've heard you talk about so many things. No wonder they don't take you seriously. Because you've had so many plans. Today, I'm getting this house in shape. Or this month, we're getting this house cleared. Or come on, everybody, put on your work clothes. We're getting this house done. Oh, I have a new plan. Here's what I'm going to do in the house. They're so sick of hearing that stuff. So when you say, I've got somebody that's helping me and her name is Kat and she has this YouTube channel, they'll think, whatever, another thing that you're not going to do. So what I want you to do instead of talking about it is do it. Start with your routines. Get up in the morning, whether he's sleeping in or not. Get yourself up at your prescribed time, whatever you have planned for in your planner, and practice it the night before so you won't let yourself down. Practice it in your mind. Look at it. I'm getting up at 7:30. By 8 o'clock, I will have my morning routine done. He's still going to be in the bed, so I'm not going to make the bed. I'm going to slip out, get my clothes on, get myself done in the bathroom, make my face up, moisturize my skin, clean my skin, moisturize my skin, put my makeup on, comb my hair, swish out the sink, wipe out the sink, swish out the toilet, take the laundry to the laundry, get it started, empty the dishwasher, start some coffee. I'm going to get my morning routine done. I'm going to hit the other bathrooms. It's going to be like Secret Squirrel. You remember that cartoon? You're probably not old enough, but there was Secret Squirrel. You're going to be a secret squirrel. You're going to go and do, that's a good idea. I'm going to make a video on Patreon called Secret Squirrel. Secret Squirrel, and it's about doing your work without telling everyone. Because not everybody's going to see this video. Secret Squirrel. Do you like that? Because we're kind of squirrely. Okay, so you're going to make breakfast. You're going to get the kids up. You're going to put them through their routine. Everything's not going to go as smoothly as I say, and that's okay. It's life. Your child may spill their milk, and it takes you 10 minutes because it got in all the cracks, and the baby's crying, and the glass broke, and life happens. So we're going to keep on going and doing everything. And then we're going to say, okay, now I'm going to work 15 minutes in my zone. The kids are settled. My husband's still sleeping. Let me get this zone done. What did I say I wanted to do in here? Oh yeah, I wanted to straighten the shelves. I'm just going to straighten this top shelf. I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes. I'm going to put the baby down here by my feet. I'm going to tell the big kids that they can blah, 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 whatever they can do, read their book. And I'm going to do this for 15 minutes. Or I'll let them pretend like they're organizing their kids' books on the bottom. They can do that. Okay, go. And so I start working on this section. And when 15 minutes is up, ring, stop, put the throwaway in the garbage, put the put away in the trunk, put the rest away wherever it goes. Maybe it didn't belong there or it belongs on different shelves, okay? So that's what you're going to do. And then you're also going to do a weekly plan item. Now, he might be up now, and you could say, babe, I have some breakfast in here. Do you want eggs and bacon? Whatever. And that's what you served everybody else? No, I don't want that. Okay, well, you're on your own because that's what I made. That's what I was making today. And now you can wash your bacon pan up, right? And your egg pan and finish that. And he can get his bowl of cereal or whatever he wants. Um, Gail, you're so funny. So then you're going to go, okay, so he's up, and let's say that it's Saturday, and you're a person who works outside the home. Let's say that. And you have an hour of that kind of stuff to do in the morning. You'll still get it done by the time he's up if you get at it. Then the only thing you have left to do is enjoy the family, and then later on do planning and desk day, maybe Sunday afternoon. But if it's not, let's say it's a Thursday, your husband works from home, he doesn't get up till 8 because he has to be in there at 8:30, and he sits in his pajama bottoms and works. And he drinks a cup of coffee and eats a piece of toast, whatever he's like. So you let him work, and you just say, good morning, honey, here's your breakfast. You don't want it? Fine. Don't make it until he's up. But just say, you want me to make you some eggs and bacon? And toast? No, I don't want that. Okay, well, you're on your own because that's what I'm making today. You have to do that. I know that sounds mean, but that's what you have to do. And then he'll say, well, okay, I'll eat that. Or he'll say, that's good, I'll get some cereal. Oh, my 5 minutes is up on that one. I know there was a great comment on this, and I want to read it, and it was something about your husband noticed. Candace said, my husband this morning told me how nice everything has looked in the last year. He has started helping more also, but I never ask, but I always thank him. Good job, Candace. Very proud of you. So that's the answer for these guys. You've got to do things. Danielle said her husband loves the way the house looks. The answer is always yes, much better. Yeah. And you're going to feel better, act better, and look better. And the kids are going to behave better. I know that sounds like it's impossible, but it's true. It's just the way it will work. All right, 5 more minutes. We're going to go to, you like this? Rotating days off. If you have rotating days off, I know this doesn't apply to all of you, but please be patient because our payroll people are patient with us. So our payroll people have to be addressed as well. So if you have rotating days off, that is so frustrating because you never kind of get a handle on what's going on. That's why it's so very important that you use a planner and you plan. So you'll know what your days are. You should know what your days off are a week in advance. So you can put it in your planner and plan around that. If you don't know until the last minute, which is hateful, and I surely hope that's not the case, then you're going to have to say, I'm glad I use an erasable pen, a friction pen, that I can erase some stuff and move it around. And that's what you have to do. The hardest part of rotating schedules, especially, is if you work nights and you have to sleep during the day, that'll screw you up worse than anything. I've had to do all those kinds of things, so I can relate. But that's what I want you to do. I want you to plan, and practice that plan. That's what's important, okay? All right, that was short and sweet. We're going to turn the timer off on that one. I'm going to go to the next one, which is decluttering. I don't know what the exact declutter question was, but I know it was about decluttering, so let's talk about it. 5 minutes for decluttering. Decluttering, so important that you declutter so that you don't have, if you have the declutter question, please put it back up here so I can remember exactly what you were asking about declutter. But decluttering is what keeps you from spinning your wheels and thinking, I'm not getting ahead. If you don't declutter, you won't get ahead because the clutter constantly creeps back and you're constantly pulling the same weeds over and over again. We want to get them out by the root, which is what decluttering is doing. It's getting the work done once and for all, and then having a system in place so that your nasty habits of leaving things laying around and your children and husband leaving things laying around will be so obvious, and you can take care of those things or have your children take care of those things or bring it to your husband's attention that he's left his shoes in the middle of the living room again. If you feel that it's not going to be a good thing to bring that to his attention, then simply put his shoes where you know he wants them to go, because you did marry this guy and he may have a personality that doesn't like to be told. I personally don't like to be told. But, you know, if I was working in my husband's office and he asked me to do something or he told me to do something and he's the CEO there, I'm going to do what he says to do. You're the CEO of the house. You have to change your mind. You have to change your mindset. And you have to say, you know what? I am fully in charge of this home. This is where I'm in charge. You know, I saw something on President Trump. His mother was in charge of their home. His father was very large and in charge, but his mother was in charge of the home. And that's just the way it is. An inch a day takes the clutter away, Margaret says. That's right. Inch by inch, it's a cinch. Yard by yard, it's hard, Margaret. Okay, so make sure you're clutter checking all flat surfaces. I've got a hair here. I'm sorry, I keep pulling. Don't confuse that with toy check. Toy check is separate from clutter check. 3 clutter checks a day. If you have babies with toys on the floor or children, 4 toy checks a day, separate. Nobody's mad at anybody for making these messes. We're simply aware that habits have formed over time where we leave things laying around. We're going to try to remember that when we're reminding people this is not where it goes here, or I have to find a place for it to go so I can say it goes here, or they have to find a place for it to go so I can ask them where does it go, and they say it goes here, and you say good, put it there. Okay, all right, that's it on declutter. I'm going to go to the next thing. So that was quick. Oop, time's up. Nobody put the clutter question up again, so I don't know what it was. Okay, next is menus. And I know that the question was, she's not here, Allison, unless she's just out there watching. Allison's question was at-home menus. And I'm not quite sure what Allison's one of my mentees, and I'm not quite sure what she meant by that, other than I know that they go around, they have a lot of outside activities and they eat out a lot. And I think she is talking about what do you do for menus at home? How do you do that? So if you have that situation, I pray you don't. I think it's awful. I do. I think when you have to run around and eat outside, it's awful. So you want to make some plans so that if you do have to run around, maybe you could take your food with you. It's so much healthier for you, so much less expensive for you, so much quicker for you, and you're so much more in control of what your family's having. So you could take fresh fruit, and you could take hot dogs in their own bun, wrapped in tin foil. I mean, there's things you can do if you're going to the game, snacks. You know, I don't know what you like, but you could do hamburgers and hot dogs, or you could do sandwiches, or you can make your own footlongs and cut them up and share them. You know, there's so many things you can do. You can make salads in a jar, salads in Tupperware with meat and cheese and all that good stuff in it. So there's lots of things you can make like that. But if you're at home, what are you going to have? You know, what I always say is look and see, make a list, get your paper out again, get your spiral bound out and start writing down everything your family likes to eat. Just write it all down. They like spaghetti, they like lasagna, they like hot dogs, they like hamburgers, they like enchiladas, they like taco salad, they like baked potato skins, they like French fries and chicken fillets, they like, chicken soup, I don't know, whatever they like. I mean, these are all kind of, you know, fasty foods, but you can do other things. You can say they like chicken marsala, and they like shepherd's pie, and they like tuna casserole, and they like just simple foods, chicken and rice and vegetable, and meat and rice and vegetable, whatever the meat is, or a potato instead of rice, or noodles instead of rice. Hi, Ashley Beauty. So you can do that kind of thing. And that's how you make your menu. And then you make your grocery list based on what is in your menu that you don't already have in your house, okay? If you want to, I suggest highly that if you're having troubles, that you use a board and you say every Monday is going to be X kind of food, and every Tuesday is going to be X kind of food. Where's my, oh, it's way over there on the floor. I love it. The food nanny does that. You know, she has a comfort food day, an Italian food day, a Mexican food day, a pizza day. You know, you can make your days. It doesn't mean that when you have like Taco Tuesday, doesn't mean tacos. It can mean anything that's in that ilk, you know, anything that's Mexican. There's so many different things. So a comfort food, it could be, you know, meatloaf and mashed potatoes. It could be shepherd's pie. It could be chicken pot pie. It could be chicken and rice cooked together. You know, things that you think, that's what I think comfort food is. It could be different for you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. It's what you want to eat. I always say it needs 3 things. It needs a protein, a starch, and a veg. You need that, okay? Protein, starch, veg. And then you might make a light dessert. You know, it doesn't have to be anything big, just something little. Okay, let me read some of the comments here because you may be talking about this. My husband had a takeout only 3 times since March. We've both lost weight and his diabetes is under control. Excellent, Connie. Nate, a spiral-bound notebooks versus a planner. What is the purpose of the 2? Why not just the 1? Because this gives you a lot more space. So if you're trying to create something, it's not what you're going to put in your planner. Your planner is going to be the meal. So you're going to have, like on mine on the bottom, show you. On the bottom of the day, breakfast for dinner. You know, I've got the foods written down here. But if I had to come up with menus and I didn't know how to do that, then I would brainstorm on this. And then you can pick out what you like and make your menu and put it in your planner. So sometimes you have to think outside your head, and that's what this is for, okay? All right, you don't have to use it all the time, just every once in a while. And you could also use a spiral bound notebook for when you're trying to decide what are all the jobs I need to do in every room. And you have a page for every room, and you say from the ceiling to the floor, if I had somebody to come in here and money was no object, what would I have that person do? And you write down every single thing you can think of in that room. And then you can get that together and say, these are the things I want to do in this room. These things are part of the cleaning. These things are part of some updating I want to do. You know, you'll have your little list, and then you can put those things in your planner on a certain day or certain month, okay? All right, let's see. Hi, Dickie. Candace said, we just recently realized that we don't enjoy 3 meals a day, so we've been having breakfast between 9 and 10 and dinner between 3 and 4, starting to make several freezer meals. You don't have to eat 3 meals a day. Isn't that exciting? I don't eat 3 meals a day. I try to eat 2 and snacks. That's what I try to eat. All right, but that's just me. Ernestine, getting here late today, but I'm here now. Hi, Ernestine. Going back to Candace, but if people have children, they definitely need to give their children food on a regular basis. They can't say, oh, let me skip breakfast, you know. That needs to be taken care of. Kathleen Walters, sorry, Kathleen. My mom passed away in June. I'm sorry to hear that. And I am in the cleaning out the house my parents lived in since 1962. I am in the cleaning out. Okay. They saved everything, and I'm struggling to let go of items that bring back memories. Help. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of memories. Just remember that your parents are not in these things. If you want to remember your parents, you don't want to remember it with piles of stuff that make you miserable, because over time it will make you miserable. It's not what you chose for your home. So have a beautiful picture of your family on the bedside table or whatever. That's how you want to remember your parents well. These things that you have are only going to decay and decay and decay. Now, there may be 1 or 2 special things, a beautiful bowl that your mother served mashed potatoes out of, and you love that bowl and you want to keep that bowl. Yeah, and you're going to use that bowl. That's the key. Or your father's, I don't know, something your father used that you love and you want to keep. Maybe it was a special stool, a footstool. It's beautiful. It's got tapestry on it. You love it. You want to use that in the living room, and that was your dad's. That's wonderful. There's nothing wrong with those things. If you have room in your house and it's a special piece, you can keep it. But don't keep everything that they saved, especially the people who saved everything. You've got to just let it go. They make things every day, and these things are not your parents. Now, I know that in the beginning, it's hard, and it takes time to let go of their clothes and their more personal things, but you're going to have to do that. My father passed away in December, and I know what I'm talking about. It's difficult, but you have to let it go, because Daddy wasn't in his clothes, and he wasn't in his shaving equipment, and he wasn't, even though he had decided he wanted to use a brush, and he had the little brush that he used, you know, to do his shaving. And even though, you know, Daddy wore these undershirts every night, and I had to get rid of those. And even though Daddy's chair smelled like him, we kept the chair because my mother's using it. It's a chair that lifts you up. And every day for a long time, I would smell that chair and smell my daddy. It doesn't smell like him anymore. And one day I noticed that, and I said, bye, Daddy. Bye, Daddy. Daddy's gone. He is in heaven. He is in paradise. He doesn't need any of these things, and that's why he didn't bring them with him. I don't need any of these things. I was living perfectly well without them before I came into his house. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to think about these things are just things. And in the Bible it says, don't put up things where they rust and decay, right? Remember the story of the man with the barn? And he had so much stuff it wouldn't fit in his barn, so he built bigger barns and put more stuff in there. And the father said, this night your soul is required of you. And so the day his barns were finished, he died. What was that good for? Don't worry about things like that. Let it go. Let it go. There will be sad times. You will have that wave of emotion that comes over you, but just know the more it crashes over you, the faster you bob back up. Don't wallow in that. Wallow. Pop your little head up and get a breath, and you're going to feel better. Just know that eventually it'll ebb away and you'll feel better, and you'll always love your parents. You'll always want to remember them. Remember them with a picture, okay? All right, that's it. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to talk anymore on that. We're going to go to leftovers. If you don't have, this is the last 5-minute increment we're doing because we've already spent 25 minutes. So thank you for the words that everybody was saying. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm reading all your little comments about how people smelled and their clothes smelled. And people are talking to you too, Kathleen, so that's good. Good talk. Kept your dad's rosary. That was a beautiful thing to keep. And you may give things to other family members. That's a good thing. But don't let them overwhelm themselves either, but give them an opportunity. Okay, it is a process. All right, leftovers. If you eat out and you don't have leftovers, what in the world are you going to feed your husband for lunch the next day? Nada, I love that you kept his rocker. What are you going to feed your kids or your husband for lunch the next day? You're going to give him to take to work, or if he stays at home and work, you're going to give him a sandwich. The same thing other people take. Sandwich. A sandwich. That's right. So make him a sandwich. It doesn't have to be a regular sandwich. You can make him a panini that he can warm up in the microwave, or you can make him a sub sandwich on sub kind of bread, or you can make him a dry bologna sandwich on white bread. It doesn't matter what you make him, as long as he'll eat it, he likes it, you make it for him. Maybe he prefers tuna salad or egg salad or something like that, ham salad. You can make that as well. Make him a sandwich. Give him a piece of fruit. Give him a string cheese. Give him some chips. Whatever. It's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. Okay? He can also go out and buy food, because if he's out working, he can buy food. There we go. Emily's husband buys lunch every day, and he can totally do that as well. You can make him a salad in a shaker. You know how they do the salads in the jars? You can do that. So there's lots of things you can do for him that you don't require you having leftover food. Okay? All right. That's it. That was quick. Any questions on any of these things? Chatty girls? Anything? Okay. Let's see. Mr. B, are you on here, honey? Charity. After my grandma passed, my dad said he had to move over 300 boxes of her stuff to his house because my mom wanted her mom's stuff. My mom is a hoarder. I know that's what you meant, a hoarder. And hoarding is a mental illness. It is not a normal thing. So I can't help people who have that. They need help. And I don't think that any of you have that. I think that the reason you're here is because you want relief from this, and you haven't learned how to do that. And that's what this is about, okay? All right, let's see. The goal is to save money with leftovers. Yes, Danielle. So if you're going out to eat and you don't have leftovers from that, then you have to make something. But if you're not going out to eat in the first place, you probably make enough where you have leftovers, okay? All right, anything else? Let's see. Mr. B says, join Patreon and be in the private special group. $5 a month. You get all the videos. I'm going to make a new one. I love it. Secret Squirrel's going to be in there. It's going to be fun. I've already got 2 ready for next week. I've got 1 already recorded for next week, so that'll be Tuesday, Secret Squirrel. All right. All right. Let's see. I want to start doing toy checks, but my toys are so out of hand right now, and it will take at least an hour to pick them all up. My oldest is 6. I have 4 children. So take an hour and pick them all up. If you went, Emily, to a job and they said the first thing you have to do, the first hour of this 8-hour day, is you have to pick up these toys. It's going to take you about an hour. You'd say, okay, and you'd pick them up. So change your attitude and pick the toys up. If you have an hour's worth of toys on the floor for 4 children, you have too many toys. So when you're picking them up, think about what things you're going to rotate out. I would rotate out half of those toys. You should never have more than 30 minutes of toys to pick up. And your children who are 6, your child who is 6 can pick them up, and your child who is 4 can pick them up, and your 3-year-old can help pick them up, and the 18-month-old is going to pull them out as fast as you put them back in. But pick them up 4 times a day and get rid of some stuff. Doesn't mean you have to throw them away. Just package them up and put them away to rotate out. and rotate them in when they get tired of these, or rotate a couple in when they get tired of a couple of these, so that there's not so many toys. And then 4 times a day, you're picking up toys, clearing the floor so that you can go forward, okay? All right, now remember that little ones like to dump out because they enjoy the cascade of the toys dumping out. Don't have too many dump toys, but they do need some toys they can dump out. Bigger kids are mainly digging through and dumping things all over the place trying to get to their toys because they have too many toys. All right, I hope that helps you, Emily. You can do it. Change your mind, do it the first time, and then get rid of some stuff. Okay? Charity, yes, a hoarder. It's horrible. I can't help her. You can't help her. She needs attention from somebody who can, and even they have a hard time helping them, and it's sad. Candace loves Patreon. Thank you, Candace. Sophia is giving us some love. Candace says, changing your attitude is the key to so much. Yes, changing your attitude changes your altitude. You can either be down here and all depressed, or you can be happy and relieved, okay? Change your attitude. Hello, Amy Shamlin. Emily Hall, my 3-year-old refuses to clean up. She's my struggle child, but she's only 3. She's been on the earth 36 months. She's a baby. Pick up for her. Model for her. Don't make her do it. Just model for her. I'm picking up toys. Are you a big girl yet? Or are you still a baby? Okay, I'll pick them up for you. Just ignore her. Let her do her thing, and you pick up the toys. She's only 3. Model for her, just like a homeschooler has their. A lot of times we just model the work for the child. The child doesn't do the work. They just observe until at some point they want to do it. And so at 3, she's immature. Some children are more immature than others, and that's okay. She's just a baby. Pick her toys up for her. Scale it down. It's probably way overwhelming for her. It's probably too many toys. So don't label your child. Just know that she's just a little immature and that you're going to still model for her how to do this, and you're going to put things away. You're totally in charge. She is not in charge. So put some things away. Don't let her know. Just put them away when she's taking a nap. Take half of them and put them away. Don't let her be overwhelmed. Less toys are better for her. Okay? All right. Let's see. Every time I walk into a room, I find myself clutter checking. Yay, Katie. You are a lifesaver. Thank you, Emily. All right, our time is up. I hope that you guys had a wonderful chat with me. I am looking forward to talking to you again. I'll be going live again on Monday. No Saturday, no Sunday. I'll see you Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our next live chat will be on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Okay? All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful. Bye.